Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm having like a chill Saturday night. Smoking on some hookah. This is herbal hookah though, so this is not, at least I don't think it's like the shisha where there's any nicotine in there. But there is something in there because you do feel like, I don't want to say euphoria, but you do feel something, right? But anyways, I wanted to come up here tonight to be like, to just even discuss, do men even like women? Like, I feel like men really feel like they don't need a woman at all. Or not that they don't need a woman, they don't need a solid, significant other in their life because they're out here playing games. But I wanted to go over some things that I was just thinking about here recently, okay? Number one, these men who I feel like they don't even like women, they consistently only want to hang out with their boys. Like, they want to go to breakfast with them. They want to go out to the bars and to the clubs, and they say that they like the time with the woman, or they like whining and dining a woman, but your actions speak louder than your words, right? I was dating this guy, and I feel like I see this trait of men don't like women in these quote unquote alpha type of men, men that call themselves alphas, right? Or you would think that if you had to compare them to a pack of other men, that they would be the alpha, not the beta male in that pack. But I feel like men who consistently call themselves alpha, or portray themselves as an alpha, those are the ones who feel like they do not need a consistent woman in their life. Those are the ones who are always want to put their boys first, always want to hang out with the bras, always want to take pictures with their bras. But do they be taking pictures with you? Do they want to take pictures with a woman? Do they want to wine and dine a woman? I feel like they would be quicker to wine and dine a man, than they would their woman. Now, I'm not saying that these men will not hang out with a woman, but I feel like the only reason why they are doing so because they're trying to put in quality time so that they can have the kitty, basically, right? Luckily for me, I'm not giving it up. I see through the snakes. I see through the grass. My grass is short around here, right? So I feel like these guys, the way that they behave, since they rather hang out with their boys, they keep a woman around. They try to find the best of the best type of woman, the alpha version of a woman, or their exact match of a woman, but they really don't even like her. They, every time that you turn a corner, they are trying to find a way to beat them down, a way to gaslight them, a way to, it's called nagging or negging them, where they'll say something that's like a backhanded compliment, or they'll say something jokingly, and when you bring it up to them, like they would say, well, you know that I'm just joking. If I said half the things that I've noticed about you, I would not be joking. I would completely destroy your ego and your confidence. If I said anything like, it looked like you didn't brush your teeth today, it smelled like you didn't shower, your house looked like the same way it looked like when I left it yesterday or a week ago. Did you even make up your bed? When's the last time you freaking like changed your sheets? When's the last time you washed your pillowcases? Because you know what, when you bring up stuff like that, men get so what's the word, they get embarrassed, basically, because they know that you are calling them out on something that they haven't even thought about. They think that they don't have the time to wash dishes. They think that they don't have the time to vacuum or to Swiffer mop. But really, like, if I can come into your place and feel comfortable, I'm gonna want to stick around. If I feel like I've seen the same bedspread, the same sheets, knowing that I didn't lay on them, right? Same sheets, same bedspread over and over again, and I feel like you didn't wash them, I feel like you're sleeping in filth. Or if I see that you have a couch in your house and it looks like 100 asses sat on it and it's been soiled by 100 asses, I'm not comfortable. If I said something like that, if I said that your house makes me feel uncomfortable, how would you feel? But they say stuff like, you know, you got about a good 15 years left on you. You And I feel like they say stuff like that because they want to bring a woman down. They don't, like I said, do they even like women? They want a woman to feel insecure. But you know what? They go after the best of the best of the best type women. But they see that woman and they see her confidence. They see what she brings to the table, and they want to make her feel less than. When really, if she's thinking highly of herself, that power resides in herself. It's called self-confidence, right? That power resides in, if she believes in the Lord, it comes from Jesus, or it may come from the way that her parents raised her, or the way that she shows up in the world, how she's been treated. I feel like men who don't like women, but who are definitely straight, try to make that woman feel less than. So like I was dating this guy, and I have a Daytona Charger, right? And it's candy apple red. I be flowing through the streets, right? I'll be on my Grizzy. He wanted me to get a Camry. Okay, now there is nothing wrong with riding in a Camry, but what he was trying to tell me is stop shining. Stop getting so much attention. Stop causing a stir. Because you know what? I don't want to share my woman with anybody. I don't want no one to look at you. Now, I've been in versions of that, of when I talk about relationships before. I've had men tell me, you know, put on some glasses. Like, you don't have to wear makeup today, because you don't want no one else looking at me. Like, it's like, but you can look at someone else's ass. You can stare at someone else's body frame. But if I do it, it's an issue. Men don't like women, I'm telling you. Like, they want a Barbie doll that they can look like, make up and look at like Raggedy Ann, and then keep you in a closet. That's what they want to do. They want to control you because they can't control their lives. They can't control what's going on at work. They want you to think that they are big boss, but really they are a loser. Like I said, men really don't like women. Like, do they really like women? I feel like they only keep a woman around because they're straight and they want to have sex with a vagina hole, not a butthole, right? And nothing against no one that is gay, no one that drives a Camry, nothing against that. But what I'm trying to say is there's men out here who will cater to their boys but not cater to the woman that they're with. And you could actually be their girlfriend. And the way that they treat you, you would think that they actually hated you. And it's just like, why am I around then if you're going to treat me this way? Why don't you go be with your boyfriend? Because that's what it is. At this point, your bros are your boyfriend. Ooh. Also, I feel like those type of men who don't really like women, who probably truly hate women, they've been hurt by their mothers. I feel like every man that comes into my life has a version of a mommy issue, and I don't know why, but that's the way that it's been going for me. That's the way it's been going. And I feel like maybe what I'm exuding out is what they lack in their life, which is direction, which is someone that has a strong nature. And they didn't get that, because all the men that I've talked to that were alphas, or I felt like who hated women, has some type of relationship with their mother that's very negative. And how that shows up in their dating life is they want to break down a strong woman, because I think that they've been broken down by their mother so much. Any woman that they come in contact with, any woman that they deem would be appropriate for them to have a wife or as a girlfriend, they want to belittle her. Just watch out for these signs that I'm saying, ladies. Just watch out, because do men really even like women? Period. Okay. And it's another thing I think is very weird too, because not every man is like this. But the men that I'm talking about are like this. They want to show you off. They want you to FaceTime with their bras. They want you to send pictures so they can show this is her. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with a guy being proud of who he's dating, but when you feel like all he's doing is showing you off to like his family and showing you off to like his bras and wanting to talk to you over the phone, over speakerphone in front of his bras. And I'm saying that because one guy I dated, just that's how he would say it, was bros. Like, get your ghetto behind out of here. And I just feel like, can you not just be normal? Can you not let that just happen naturally? Like, I feel like men do that because they want to show that they got a prize, and not just like any prize, but like the prize. Like, this is the type of girl that you would want, but you can't get her because I got her. And you know, when you're going through that phase in a relationship or even dating ship, it's kind of like, oh, this guy really likes me. No, he's just showing you off. He just wants you to think that he likes you, but really he don't even like you, because men don't even like women anymore. Also, one final tip I want to let you know, those are usually the most unavailable emotionally to you as well. Like, they don't even know how to give you hugs when they see you. They don't even know how to give you kisses when they see you, but they want to have sex with you. And the reason why, like, I can speak about this even though I'm not having sex in real life, like, at all, because I've been in these situations where I felt like, you don't want to hold my hand, and they actually told me these things like, I'm not gonna hold a girl's hand, which means you're not emotionally be able to do that, which means also you got some other hoes out here that you lying to as well, but they don't have a problem having sex with you. Get your emotionally unavailable behind, mama's issue baby boy behind out of my house, out of my face. And the thing is, like, as a woman, you want to keep someone around because, one, you might find them attractive, right? Two, you think that maybe over time he'll change. These men aren't changing, especially if they're like 25 and older. They're not changing. They ain't going anywhere. They ain't going anywhere. The personality that they have is not going anywhere. They are just who they are. Like, trust me. Don't spend your time fixated on trying to change somebody, because it's a waste of time. It really, really is. Because at the end of the day, these men don't even like women. I don't know. I feel like they'd rather date their bros. They'd rather spend time with them, text them all day. I actually had a guy tell me, he said that his fingers were too big to text. But every time I saw him, he was texting niggas. Like, I don't understand. Like, but you can't text me. You rather call me. And it's cool to be called, but I'm a texter. Like, and I don't even think this is a new generation thing. Like, I literally like to text. I'd rather text than talk, right? But these men want you to mold yourself around their lives, but they can't do that. They can't do it the other way. Actually, had one guy tell me, I don't want to listen to a woman. I don't think a relationship should be 50-50. I think it should be 70-30 and 30% on his behalf. I'm like, what? Are you serious? And he's thinking, well, I bring home the bacon. Like, you don't even have to work. Like, you can be at home, you can cook, you can clean, and you can just be here waiting for me. These men want to keep you in the house. They want to keep you trapped. They want to keep you pregnant. They don't want you to make no money. They don't want you to have a Charger. They want you to be in a Camry. They want you to be in an Altima. They want you to be in a freaking Nissan Maxima. There's nothing wrong with those cars. But when you come to a point in your life where, and you know, some people think a Charger is basic too, but it's really not. I wish the price was basic, but when you come to a point in your life where you are above like a Nissan Sentra, where you're above a Nissan Altima, and a Maxima is really the higher end of those three cars. And so, I mean, if you got one of those, you're doing pretty good. But what I'm saying is, when you see a woman in that, it's a type of woman that you see in that. You see a mother, you see someone that's a single mother, you see someone that's a hardworking woman. But where he's trying to place me at is, don't shine. I want you to not be noticed. I want you to not get no attention. So don't come out here vroom vroom in a Daytona Charger. Just don't do it. This video's gotten long. So if you recognize any of these signs in these men that you're dating, no, that means they don't really like women. They just have you around for sex. They just have you around as a trophy girlfriend or a trophy wife maybe at this point. Because I know some women who are married who are dealing with this, but what they're doing now that they're in this relationship, in this pact, where you can't easily, get out, they're getting their bag. They're getting their Louis Vuitton. They're going to Paris. They're going to London. If you're going to treat me this way, I'm going to make sure I get everything I can out of you. I know plenty of women like that. Plenty of women like that. I'm trying to not get to that point. I want to have a real relationship, and if that means I got to be single and smoke hookah on the weekends, then that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, I hope that these traits, these signs, whatever I brought up to you, these keys will help you recognize what type of men that you are dating, because I feel like I always attract these type of guys, specifically alpha males, because really that alpha male stuff is smoke and mirrors, period, okay? But I realized also after dating them is that you have mommy issues. You don't even like women. You really just want us around because you're not gay. But you might be. But anyways, so listen, LGBTQIA plus, I'm down for you. But I'm trying to date a straight man who actually likes women, who doesn't hate us. Like, these men think that we are, literally, they think that we're dirty. They think that we are bottom of the barrel. They think that we can't cook. They think that we can't clean. When really, you don't even know how to wipe your ass. Like, these men don't even know how to wipe their behinds. But they want to talk about the race of a woman. You don't even know what it takes to be a woman. Period. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. This video is getting long, honey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Watch it as many times as you need to get it in your spirit. But anyways, love, peace, and hair grease.